Good morning, Australia. My name is Dr. Dennis Wong. I'm at Prime Garden, Mount Albert North, Victoria, Melbourne. It is my pleasure today to talk to you about dementia and the real culprit of dementia. Rest assured that I'm not going to spill out what artificial intelligence will do, but I'm just going to, hopefully by the end of this session, will create some interest and perhaps some controversy in this topic, what exactly is or are the culprits of dementia. If you have not met me before, this is the second of many video series. Please click the link below to look at my first video talking about a general overview of what dementia is about and whether this is a forgetfulness or dementia, and what do we do if the diagnosis was made. Let's start. On the next screen, you will see a picture, a cartoon. You probably will see that it is clearly a war zone. Some buildings are still smoldering, and in the middle of the cartoon, you will see a tank. Now let's imagine that you are the first reporter on site, and you are required to report this scene. What would you say? Of course, you would describe the carnage, but also when you are confronted by this tank that's right in the middle of the cartoon, would you say, or confident in saying, this is a friend or a foe? Is this the tank from the defending country or city or town? Or is this the tank from the enemies trying to invade the city, town, or country? So therefore, it is quite confronting in a sense that you don't know. Now, why am I showing this? The reason of this is because, as you can see on the next slide, this is the electron microscopy taken from a biopsy of someone who has Alzheimer's disease. On this screen, you can see the left where it's called amyloid. Amyloid is a clunk of protein that is insoluble, that was found in normal human beings and also with human being people diagnosed with Alzheimer's. The question is, why are these proteins there in the first place? On the right of the slide, you will see some normal nerves or neurons, especially those blue dots around in layman's term. So the reason I'm showing this to you is because this is what we know is the potential cause, a major cause of Alzheimer's disease. But the question remains is that, how do we know this clunk of protein called amyloid is actually part of body's defense mechanism against some insult that we have not even yet identified? Or is it because it's definitely is there as a pest, for instance? Would that be, why is this a controversy? Because there are two schools of thought. For the past few decades, scientists have been monitoring and targeting the therapeutically or using medications to try to get rid of this clunk of protein, but to no avail. Are we barking on the wrong tree? The next slide, you will see that these questions of whether are we doing the right thing? Is it because we have missed something that actually caused the body to accumulate this protein? Is it there to protect us? That's why on the next slide, you will see a theory called leaky roof syndrome, or I call it leaky roof syndrome. You can see on this slide, there are many holes on the roof. By fixing one hole, it's not going to stop the leak. That's why the scientists now, second school of thought, thinking that perhaps we have many causes or other causes of Alzheimer's disease, not just one. And in fact, the clunk of protein is there to protect our brain from further damage. Isn't that interesting? Would it explain why over the past few decades, we have spent billions of dollars in trying to find a cure for Alzheimer's to no avail? Think about this. So, what are the real culprits? Do we know? The short answer is, no, we don't. We can only hypothesize. And the final slides for today I'm going to show you is that there are many causes which we think contribute to the development of this clunk of protein, so-called amyloid, insoluble protein. Inflammation, for example, nutritional deficit, for example, even toxin, even a multi-bread, even a mercury on the top, on the bottom right corner of the slide. There are emerging theories of these potential causes or etiologies of Alzheimer's. So in the coming many more series, I will try to explain a bit more. But in general, the jury is still out. We are not sure whether this clunk of protein is friend or foe. Thank you for watching.